In this example, we want to find the derivative of f of x equals 3x minus 4 times x plus 6. So using the power rule, you could multiply all this out, 3x times x, and then that would just give you a couple terms. You use the power rule. But let's practice using the product rule here. So the product rule is the derivative of the first function times the original second function plus the original first function times the derivative of the second function. So this would be my f of x, this would be my g of x. So the product rule says derivative of this, f of x times the original g of x plus my original f of x times the derivative of your g of x. And this could be flipped around because it is addition. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's take the derivative of f of x. The derivative of 3x minus 4 is just going to be 3, because the derivative of 3x is 3. This is x to the first. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 minus 1 is 0, so the x drops out. So we just get 3, and 4 is a constant. So 3 times the original second function. So that's just going to be x plus 6 plus the original first function. So 3x minus 4 times the derivative of the second function. This one's kind of interesting because it's just x plus 6, so the derivative of x is just 1. 6 is a constant, so it's just times 1. Then we distribute. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 6 is 18. Plus, and then 3x minus 4 times 1 is just going to be 3x minus 4. So I'm just going to write this as plus 3x minus 4. We do have some like terms that we can combine. 3x plus 3x is 6x. 18 minus 4 is 14. 6x plus 14. Now when we get down to this answer, depending on what you're working on, if you're just doing some homework exercises or just practicing product rule, this would most likely be an okay answer, but we could take this a little bit further and factor out a 2. So we could take out a 2, so that's going to be 6 divided by 2 is 3x, 14 divided by 2 is 7, so you'd have 2 times 3x plus 7, and you do want to be familiar with this process of factoring out, because there are going to be some cases where factoring is really going to help us out after we take the derivative. So you do want to just understand that process, but as you start off practicing the product rule, it's not super essential, and some solutions in books might even just have it as 6x plus 14 rather than factoring out. Just kind of depends on what you're looking at there. But that is the derivative of 3x minus 4 times x plus 6. And if you were to expand this out, meaning 3x times x, 3x times 6, boom, boom, expand that all out, use the power rule, you would get this, and then you could still factor that out. So still same thing, but that's the product rule.